In this video, I'm doing an ultimate comparison between DistroKid and TuneCore. I'll look at how they work, what features they offer, how much it costs, how much you can expect to earn, and how you get paid. I'll also tell you which one is right for your music based on who came out on top in all of those categories I just mentioned. Let's get started. If you want to upload your music to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, or any other music streaming service, you need to use a digital music distributor. A digital music distributor is a service that sends your music to streaming platforms so they can upload it. At the moment, there's no other way around using them. You can't just go to Spotify, click a button, and upload your song. They only accept music delivered to them by a distributor like DistroKid or TuneCore. Alright, let's meet our two contenders in this comparison today. DistroKid and TuneCore. What do they offer and how much do they cost? DistroKid is one of the most popular and well-known digital music distribution companies, serving over 1 million artists. It was launched in 2013 and quickly grew in popularity with their unique pricing model. They charge an annual fee per year for unlimited releases, while most of the other music distributors on the market are charging per release. That can get expensive very fast. At a glance, here's what DistroKid has to offer. They have unlimited uploads to all of the major streaming platforms and tons of smaller ones too, non-exclusive agreements with artists, and they don't take a cut of your royalties. You keep all the money after taxes and bank fees. Once you're signed up, you can upload your single or album to DistroKid, enter in all the information about your release, and set a release date. They'll then take all of that information you gave them and deliver your music to the streaming platforms of your choice, including the big ones like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and others like those. Then your music is ready to be heard. Once your music is out there and earning money, DistroKid will take care of all of that for you. They collect all of your mechanical royalties and send you 100% of the money minus any taxes or bank fees. The only time they take a 20% cut is when you opt into the optional YouTube Content ID service. You can also set up splits to send money to everyone who's worked on your track. DistroKid makes that whole process super simple. And last but not least, DistroKid will set you up with a verified Spotify artist profile and a YouTube official artist channel. They pretty much take care of everything for you so you can focus most of your energy on actually creating the music. DistroKid charges a yearly subscription per band or artist. This is pretty unique because most other distributors, like TuneCore, charge per release. If you're planning on releasing more than one single per year, DistroKid is already a much better deal than TuneCore. Here's a breakdown of DistroKid's pricing plans. You pay $20 US a year to upload unlimited albums and songs for one band or artist. If you're in two bands, you can pay around $35.99 US for a plan that covers both and save 10%. After that, label pricing starts at around $80 per year for 5 bands or artists and goes up from there. Unfortunately, these plans don't come with everything included. There are some add-ons you can choose from that have to be purchased separately with each release. I'll break them down for you now and give you my opinion on if they're worth it or not. Shazam is an app that can listen to a song playing out in public and let you know what it is. Like if you're in a restaurant and you love the song that's playing, you can open up the Shazam app and have it listen in to identify the song. Siri on the iPhone can do the same thing. Adding on the Shazam and iPhone Siri option makes it possible for these apps to identify your song out in public. Is it worth it? I think so. It's only 99 cents US per song per year, and considering DistroKid is already a great deal, I'd add this one on. If you're strapped for cash, this feature can wait until your band is a little bigger and your songs are playing in public more often. Adding the Store Maximizer feature to your album release will ensure that your music is automatically added to new online stores and streaming services that DistroKid adds. So at the time of your release, DistroKid will have a list of stores and streaming services that they can add your music to. They're regularly adding more services, so the Store Maximizer means you never have to worry about missing out on a new platform at a later date. But is it worth it? In my opinion, this one isn't too necessary. Unless you really don't want to do any manual work, save your $7.95 per album a year. I'm saying this one's not worth it for two reasons. DistroKid already covers the major streaming platforms and stores where about 99.9% of people listen to and discover music. Chances are, if they're adding new streaming platforms, these ones likely don't have too many users yet anyway. You can also manually add more stores yourself at no additional cost. The benefit of getting getting Store Maximizer is that DistroKid does the work for you. If you know of a new store or streaming platform addition, you can go back into DistroKid and add your previously uploaded music to new services at no added cost. DistroKid will add your songs to YouTube's Content ID database, which is the copyright tool from YouTube that scans all content on the platform and looks for matches to your songs. If someone else uploads your music, all the ad revenue will automatically go to you instead of them. Is this worth it? It's worth it if you can recoup the costs you spent on the YouTube Content ID add-on. The average YouTube creator makes $3 to $5 in ad revenue per 1,000 video views. DistroKid will take a 20% cut of that revenue, so that's between 60 cents to $1 per 1,000 video views. You're left with around $2.40 to $4 of ad revenue per 1,000 video views. It costs you $4.95 per single per year or $14.95 per album per year to use the YouTube Content ID add-on at DistroKid. That means you will need at least around 2,000 video views per year to just recoup the cost of your investment. That's only from videos that are uploaded by other creators, not your own channel. You should use this add-on if you're either a bigger band who can get that level of ad revenue from unauthorized uploads, or if you don't mind spending the cash and potentially not recouping your costs. At the end of the day, it's not super expensive depending on your budget. This one's controversial and has been the subject of much confusion and many conversations on Reddit. Here's what the Leave a Legacy feature looks like. You add it to an individual release, like a song or album, and it's not part of your yearly fee. It protects your music from being removed in case your membership payment doesn't go through for some reason, like an expired card or insufficient funds. It protects your music if you choose to cancel your yearly subscription with DistroKid. All of your releases will stay live after your account is canceled if you added the Leave a Legacy feature. If you look at discussions online, you'll see a lot of people have been pissed off about this Leave a Legacy feature in the past. Some musicians have claimed that even when they cancel their account, their Leave a Legacy releases are deleted, making it seem like a scam. The founder of DistroKid, Philip Kaplan, responded to these issues on Reddit in 2020. He goes by the username Pajam667 on Reddit. Here's a screenshot of his post. To summarize what he said, they went back and forth in the past about deleting or keeping Leave a Legacy releases live after you cancel your DistroKid account. As of 2020, when you cancel a DistroKid account, your Leave a Legacy releases stay live on streaming platforms and in stores. So as of 2022, when I'm filming this video, your past releases that had the Leave a Legacy add-on won't be taken down on DistroKid if you miss a payment or cancel your DistroKid account. That being said, is it worth it? I'm not really sure. On the one hand, it's great that the rules have been updated and your releases stay live after you cancel your DistroKid account, but depending on your circumstances, there is a cheaper alternative. You can switch your releases over to another distributor without losing your streaming counts or playlist spots. Ari Herstand wrote an amazing guide on how to move over your releases from one distributor to another, and I'll have that linked in the description of this video. This add-on encodes your song using MQA, known in full as Master Quality Authenticated. You'll also get a master badge displayed on Tidal. To be honest, I don't know enough about the subject of audio quality to tell you if this is good or bad. From my research online, popular opinion says that MQA is not good and maybe even a scam. For example, a user named Golden One on Audiophile Style had this to say about MQA. MQA isn't lossless, is arguably worse than normal FLAC, and is seemingly nothing more than a quite effective scheme to generate licensing fees. So is it worth it? From what I've gathered online, this add-on is not worth it. Social Phone is a separate thing from your single and album releases. It's a service from DistroKid where you can send and receive texts with your fans. SMS marketing, which is text message marketing, has been gaining popularity in the past few years, and for good reason. Texts have a much better open and response rate than a standard social media post on Instagram. Texts have a 98% open rate. Compare that to an average 20% open rate for emails and only 2% for social media followers. If you've ever seen a band or artist post their number and encourage fans to text them, they're using a service like Social Phone to do that. It's likely not their actual personal phone number. It lets you collect your fans' phone numbers, send out texts when you have something to tell them, like a new release, and you can respond to any messages you get. Is it worth it? Since text message marketing is still pretty new and not overly saturated right now, I say it's a great time to get on it. It's still unique enough where fans are more likely to take notice versus a standard social media post that they see thousands of every day. Try it out for a few months and see if you get any results from it. If not, you can always cancel. TuneCore is a digital music distribution company that delivers your songs to streaming platforms. On top of delivering your music, they collect your royalties for you, and then you can withdraw it directly to your bank account. They also have songwriting services and a social media scheduling tool. Just like with DistroKid, you upload your music to TuneCore and give them all the details about your songs. They'll then send it out to the streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and more like that. The streaming platforms will then calculate and distribute your royalties directly back to TuneCore, where you can withdraw your money, keeping 100% of it. TuneCore doesn't take commissions. TuneCore works on a credit-based pricing system, which means you pay per release. This is super different to DistroKid, where you pay a total yearly subscription fee and can release an unlimited amount of albums and singles. With TuneCore, you pay per album, single, or ringtone. You have to keep paying yearly for that music to stay live on the streaming platforms. Here's the thing with TuneCore or DistroKid or any other service that charges a yearly subscription fee. It's only worth it if you know you can recoup those costs every year, or else you're losing money. Keep in mind that if you cancel your subscription, they'll take your music down. That being said, if you're paying around $36 a year to have your album on the streaming platforms, and you know you can make at least that much money back from streaming, then this is a good deal. Otherwise, you're paying more to host your album on the streaming platforms than what you're getting back. So if you're making less than the subscription cost on a release, you can either go for a distribution platform that has a one-time fee set up and takes a percentage of your royalties like CD Baby does. Or you could use DistroKid and pay the extra fee for the Leave a Legacy feature, so you have the option to cancel your subscription down the line and still have your music stay up on the platforms. It's more expensive upfront, but you're not locked into paying hundreds or thousands of dollars in the long run. You just have to look at where you're currently at with your royalties and if it covers the cost of these recurring subscription fees. If you're making the money back and then some, using a distribution platform that doesn't take a cut of your royalties like TuneCore or DistroKid is the way to go. That being said, TuneCore is still not the best option here, even if your album is selling well. For most of us, our songs and albums stop selling as much as time goes on. Unless it's a hit, an album you released 10 years ago is likely not to be raking in as much cash as your more recent ones. So if you're paying $36 a year to TuneCore to keep that album live, then you might start losing money down the road, and you'll want to take it down to avoid getting stuck paying that fee forever. And DistroKid will never take a cut of your royalties. With other distribution services like CD Baby, you pay for the release once and then you're done paying. The downside is that they take a cut of your royalties, but if your album isn't making any money in a few years' time, that will be a non-issue anyway. Now let's see how DistroKid and TuneCore compare on 4 factors: publishing, upload time, royalties, and features. DistroKid and TuneCore both publish your music to all of the popular platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube Music, Amazon, and Twitch. They also both distribute to tons of other smaller digital stores and streaming services. Neither DistroKid or TuneCore have a shortage of options, and you can pick and choose where you want to submit your music to. Neither DistroKid or TuneCore take ownership of your music. You keep 100% control over your music and copyright. Upload time is a super important factor to consider, especially if you're not planning releases really far in advance. Also, you want to make sure your music goes live on the release day you promote it to your fans. DistroKid and TuneCore both have really similar upload times of about 1 week. DistroKid recommends that you submit your music at least 4 weeks in advance of your scheduled release date to be on the safe side, while TuneCore is a little more flexible at 3 weeks. Let's talk about royalties. DistroKid and TuneCore both collect royalties for you, and neither of the platforms take a cut of your royalties. You keep 100% of what you earn after taxes. They both only collect master royalties, not publishing or performance royalties. You only get royalties from streams or purchases of your songs. TuneCore does have a publishing division that collects publishing royalties, but that's separate to their music distribution service and has separate pricing and rules. Payment per stream completely depends on the streaming platform and country. For example, Spotify US pays around 0.003 to 0.005 cents per stream, so you would make around $3 to $5 for every 1,000 streams. Since DistroKid and TuneCore give you 100% of your earnings, you would get that full amount minus taxes and withdrawal or bank fees. DistroKid gives you earning reports that show how much money you earned from your songs and albums. These reports show sales 3 months behind, so you're getting paid for earnings that happened 3 months ago. You can request a withdrawal to your bank straight from your DistroKid account. TuneCore is partnered with Payoneer to pay out your royalty earnings. Payoneer is a payment company that lets you receive money internationally and then withdraw it to a bank account, prepaid MasterCard, or to PayPal. With TuneCore, you have less flexibility with payouts since you're limited to using Payoneer. Now let's compare DistroKid versus TuneCore when it comes to their extra features. If you worked with a team of people on your song or album, DistroKid has a great payment splitting feature that lets you automatically split out the money earned between the people involved. And if you invested your own money into the project and need to recoup those costs first, you can set that up so you get all of that money first before the earnings start getting split between your team. TuneCore does not have this payment splitting feature. It's not a deal breaker since you can do this yourself by just splitting the money amongst your team after you've withdrawn the earnings yourself, but it is a great time-saving feature. TuneCore has a new free plan for distribution. You get unlimited song releases to social platforms including TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Music, YouTube Shorts, Facebook, Resso, IG Reels. Unlike their normal distribution plan, you don't have to pay an annual fee per song. They'll collect any royalties you earn from those plays, but they keep a 20% commission. After comparing both music distribution services on pricing, features, and earnings, DistroKid comes out on top for every category. DistroKid is cheaper than TuneCore with an annual subscription fee of $19.99. With that, you can upload unlimited albums and songs. On the other hand, TuneCore charges a yearly fee per album or song. It will set you back around $10 US per year for every single you release and around $30 US per album for the first year, going up to around $50 every year after that. Neither DistroKid or TuneCore take a commission on your earnings. You can see how if you're releasing more than one single per year, it's working out financially better for you to go with DistroKid. DistroKid also has the Leave a Legacy feature for an extra fee that will keep your music live on the streaming services and stores, even if you cancel your DistroKid membership. When it comes to features, DistroKid has more to offer than TuneCore. They have the add-ons I mentioned before, including Social Phone for Marketing, Title Master MQA, Leave a Legacy, YouTube Content ID, Store Maximizer, and Shazam and iPhone Siri add-on. And when it comes to cashing out on your earnings, DistroKid also beats TuneCore in this category. They have more flexibility with withdrawals, which means that you're dealing with less fees. TuneCore forces you to go through Payoneer, which isn't a bad service, but you have less flexibility and are subject to their fees. In most cases, I think DistroKid is the way to go. I've also heard great things about their customer service team, so you can expect to get helpful support if you ever need it. As a bonus, they have an affiliate program too, so you can earn $10 every time one of your friends signs up for DistroKid. They'll also save 7% on their membership fee. If you found this comparison helpful and want to support this channel, I would really appreciate it if you signed up for DistroKid using my affiliate link in the description of this video. You get 7% off with that link. And that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful when comparing DistroKid and TuneCore for your music distribution. Subscribe to this channel to see more educational videos for DIY musicians. I'll see you in the next one.